story. This week's story from the Holocaust is taken from the book Hasidic Tales of the Holocaust, written by Yafa Eliach. The first Hanukkah light in Bergen-Belsen. The Rabbi of Bluzhov lit the first light and chanted the first two blessings in his pleasant voice, and the festive melody was filled with sorrow and pain. When he was about to recite the third blessing, he stopped, turned his head, and looked around as if he was searching for something. But immediately he turned his face back to the quivering small lights and in a strong, reassuring, comforting voice chanted the third blessing. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and has preserved us and enabled us to reach this season. Among the people present at the kindling of the lights was a Mr. Zamichalski, one of the leaders of the Warsaw Bond. He was a clever, sincere person with a passion for discussing matters of religion, faith and truth. Even here in camp at Bergen-Belsen, his passion for discussion did not abate. As soon as the Rabbi of Bluzhov had finished the ceremony of kindling the lights, Zamichalski elbowed his way to the Rabbi and said, "Spira, you are a clever and honest person. I can understand you need to light Hanukkah candles in these wretched times. I can even understand the historical note of the second blessing, who wroughtest miracles for our fathers in days of old at this season. But the fact that you recited the third blessing is beyond me. How could you thank God and say, Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and has preserved us and enabled us to reach this season? How could you say it when hundreds of dead Jewish bodies are literally lying within the shadows of the Hanukkah lights? When thousands of living Jewish skeletons are walking around in camp and millions more are being massacred? For this you are thankful to God? For this you praise the Lord? This you call keeping us alive? Zamichalski, you are 100% right, answered the Rabbi. When I reached the third blessing, I also hesitated and asked myself, what should I do with this blessing? I turned my head in order to ask the Rabbi of Zana and other distinguished rabbis who were standing near me if I indeed might recite the blessing. But just as I was turning my head, I noticed that behind me a throng was standing, a large crowd of living Jews, their faces expressing faith, devotion and concentration as they were listening to the rite of the kindling of the Hanukkah lights. I said to myself, if God, blessed be He, has such a nation that at times like these, when during the lighting of the Hanukkah lights they see in front of them the heaps of bodies of their beloved fathers, brothers and sons, and death is looking from every corner, if despite all that they stand in throngs and with devotion, listening to the Hanukkah blessing, who wroughtest miracles for our fathers in days of old at this season, if indeed I was blessed to see such a people with so much faith and fervor, then I am under a special obligation to recite the third blessing. Please pass on this story.